Good evening. I believe we are live. And welcome to my online launch for the first ever retreat I have ever done digitally. Usually when I do a retreat, I go to Bali or I go to a tropical place where we can soak up the sunshine, the space, the air, the freedom, where we can really, choose where we want to meditate. We can be down the beach, we can be beside the pool. And, without fail, every time I do a retreat, everyone rises. So it is with my absolute pleasure that I introduce myself to you. My name is Terry Messenger, and I would like to invite you to this online retreat and to reward you for showing up tonight. I'm going to kick off with a meditation. Now, it's only going to be a very short one. And let me tell you, that is part of my mastery. That is where, true magic is really born. And, the reason that I'm able to have so much success in helping people to release their trauma, release their stress, and become so elevated and to be able to move upward and into their greatest success is because I have a passion to help people, and I know how to actually bypass the conscious mind so that we can move into the unconscious mind. So I believe I am live. So let's begin officially. So I am a master trainer, a world-class master trainer, and an alchemist. And so I specialize in really helping people to release a lot of trauma and stress, because quite often that is what is stopping and blocking people from actually moving forward. Now, if you are going to be sensational, you see, my biggest passion is to help leaders and people who want to shine, rise into outstanding leaders, coaches, business people, and the greatest version of yourself. And that is my absolute burning passion. And I was asked the question, Terry, so why do you spend so much time on revolutionizing people from within first? And there is a saying, and I can't remember the author's name, however, so within, so without. You see, everything starts within your body. And as you are expanding within, and as you become part of this life force where you can remove blocks, remove trauma, get rid of limiting beliefs, and stand in your power, that is when you can truly succeed. So as you are joining me, I'm going to actually show you some slides, which I'm really proud of because I created them myself. I did them very, very quickly. And, I believe that people are visual people and they're also kinesthetic. So because we're highly visual and we're kinesthetic, and you get to hear this live stream, you get to hear me, whether it is on the replay or whether you are live and you are receiving this energy. And, that's how you learn. That's how you discover. That is where everything begins. So I would like to actually ask you to be extremely powerfully, potently, inwardly focused tonight. Although it is tonight as you are watching, it may be morning on the other side of the world if you are in the USA. And I would like you to consider what you would truly love to receive. So imagine if you were going on a glorious retreat and you knew that you were going to get rid of so much stuff in your life. What is it? Because you removed everything, because you released everything, what would you really be able to achieve. And just to clear out all the cobwebs and to bring you into the present, I want to just do some deep breathing first before I show you the slides and I give you the formal invitation. So let me know and show me some hearts if that is okay with you, for us to do just a little bit of turning inward so that we can become so present. And did you know that, when you are present, when you are embodying your whole being, that is when the magic begins. That's when your power comes out. That is when the inspiration and the life force flows. So I would like you to place your hand across your stomach and place it on your belly button and just gaze up with your eyes. And I want you to gaze up and I want you to set an intention. If you could have anything in the world, if you could change anything in the world, if you could step into any life that you can create and have and hold and master, and you can embody that with the kind of relationships, the wealth, the prosperity, what would that be, beloveds? What would that surely be? And so I would like you to look upward and visualize this vision. And this vision of you, during the online retreat, we're going to awaken. We're going to make that vision brighter. In fact, you may find that it even transforms, ascends, and changes. So as you begin to imagine your, blissfully, peacefully, joyfully happy self, as you have your hand across your belly button, as you gaze upward, because looking upward is where you are looking up to the heavens. And this is a place where it's very difficult to actually be feeling any negative energy. And so as you look up and you design yourself, maybe it's your body, because during this online retreat, you're going to find that it's going to have a flow-on effect anyway. You're going to be so empowered. You're going to be so revolutionized that all parts of you are going to have this flow-on effect, including your body. So see yourself, and on the count of 3, taking a deep breath in through your nose, and now breathe out through your mouth and let out with a ah. And as you let it out, just drop your shoulders and relax. Now, as you relax, I would like you to feel your feet and place them on the ground and close your eyes down shut. And I want you to visualize the colors of emerald green and all of the magnetic colors of the universe, earthy colors, bright colors, vibrant colors. And I want you to imagine that it's underneath the soles of your feet. And this is going to be your own personal wisdom that is going to give you the ability to tune in to your heart brain, to connect in with your gut brain, and to release the thinking brain and allow yourself to embody this and feel this energy as these colors begin to spiral up from the soles of your feet as they work their way up through your body. And I want you to imagine they're going up through your legs, and then they're reaching the base of your spine called the Kundalini. And as that reaches that base of your spine, I want you to imagine the color is spiraling within you, and it's a vibrant, magnetic, beautiful color, and it's filled with wisdom. And I want you to just tune in to your stomach and just allow yourself to breathe deeply from that area and allow the intuition to become so vibrant. And as that moves up through your body and just moves into the chakras and around the heart space, I want you to place your hand across your heart now. And as you place your hand on your heart, I want you to ask for any forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness to the universe, to the Lord, to God, to whatever and whoever and the faith that you hold and you believe in. And just ask for forgiveness at this time, and ask for forgiveness for anything that has taken your innocence away, and just allow yourself to move into this divine space. And now as your heart space and your gut brain connects, I want you now to feel the connection of all three, the heart, the stomach, and the mind, now moving together. And this beautiful flowing life force is now cycling and moving through your body. Okay, now take a nice deep breath in and out. And I'd like to set an intention that this is just going to wake up your intuition, to allow you to be open to whatever is the right pathway for you tonight. So I'm only calling those who feel called on board so that you can be a part of this online retreat. So now I'm going to share my screen with you. And as I do so, I just would like you to really step into your power for a moment. I want you to imagine that you are about to step into your power, and you're going to sit with this. You're going to allow to take all of this in, and you're going to just feel that poised, wonderful feeling that you're going to have within you. And as you do, I would like you to just notice if you see up on the screen a slideshow. And as you do see this slideshow, I wonder if you can see the first thing that comes up on that platform. So it says revolutionizing your life in 8 days. Now I'm probably going to move from my feminine energy into my masculine energy. And I would like you to just take a look and notice that you can see this beautiful image. And this is revolutionizing your life in 8 days through this online retreat so that you can rebirth, renew, and reinvent your life. So guys, I know that my life completely came to its fullest life when I rebirthed myself. And I find that I'm constantly rebirthing myself and renewing myself because my highest value is success. I am so passionate about success, and that is loving what you do and doing what you love. You see, I don't have to work a day in my life. And I know that when people revolutionize themselves from the inside out, it shows up in your physical, it shows up in your physical appearance. It shows up in your relationships. It shows up in your life work. And of course, if you truly have a desire to succeed, perhaps succeed in an area of leadership, coaching, business, whatever it is, this is where it begins. It begins from the inside out. So guys, now what I'd like to do is I would like to take you on a magical journey, and imagine that you are about to be immersed into crystal clear, purified waters. And this crystal clear, purified waters, you guys, is going to be like, Wayne Dyer talks about it, like taking a glass and then dipping it into the ocean and filling it up with God, filling it up with God's love. You see, there is no separateness. And when you come to understand that you can immerse and purify and renew yourself, and the more you do it, the greater you'll become, that is when you are going to work and operate in that total life force. I'd also like to talk about the ripple effect that happens when people come to see me and they transform their lives. It's almost like the same as when I transformed my own. So transformation is where it begins, and ascension is where we are going to go. And that's where you are going to burst out of the old container so that you can expand and become something that you've never been before. And the only way you can do that is to revolutionize yourself and really become the person that you were born to be, without limitations, without fears, and without anxiety. Now, here is the magic. The magic happens that, guys, when you transform your life, that your world around you magically transforms as well. So let's just awaken now to what can happen and the limitless possibilities when you dissolve the paralyzing energy of trauma, fear, guilt, shame that is cutting off your life force. Guys, I know what that feels like very, very strongly. I lived in that life for so many years. And it's like the accumulative effect where you are building up all of the blueprints, not only from your own life, but from your ancestors, and they're forming this blueprint. And, you know, if you stay stuck inside that, you're going to be like the crab sitting in the bottom of the clay pot. And if you want to keep going around and around and around for the rest of your life doing the same thing, then I guess that is the best way to do it, not to revolutionize, not to make the change. So this is going to actually awaken your higher self. This is going to help you to come out of yourself, to own your voice so that you can stand in your truth, because this is about you becoming congruent. When you are living a successful life, when you have rich relationships, it is because you are aligned, and people will see your light. People will see your light. And the crabs that may have tried to pull you back into the clay pot, they may be blinded by your light. And so as you become to know how to stand in your truth, this is because you're going to clear the old stories. That is your belief system, and beliefs are not facts. They are only thoughts that came from ideas from other people. So the question you need to ask yourself is, am I living every area of my life the way I want to? And if not, what area do you need to change? And when you change the main area, the one area where you keep falling down, where you keep repeating patterns, that is when there's going to be that ripple effect I was telling you about. And you're going to find that it's like a domino, and your life will upgrade. Your frequency will upgrade. And guess what happens when your frequency upgrades? When you are clear, when you are releasing all of the shiz, you become a manifestation magnet. That's right, you guys. You can only manifest the greatest things possible. You are where you are in your life because that is exactly where you are vibrating. So this is going to really shift that energy. This is going to upgrade you, and you are going to be able to be in a position to manifest exactly what you desire. Okay, so are you ready to shed years of fear, of rejection around what other people are thinking? I mean, how many people live in fear and actually play small because they don't want to intimidate? They don't want people to see them, or their family or their friends. So they hide, and they're hiding because the only person that is really caring is you. So how long are you going to play small? Because this is about removing all those limiting beliefs and standing in your power. So when are you going to stop dimming your light? Because maybe you are already a light. Maybe you are already a person who is helping people, and you're a leader, and you know you're an influencer, because after all, these are the people I attract. I attract people that want to be at the top of their game. I attract driven people that are wanting to make a difference in the world. So how long are you going to dim your light in fear of judgment or rejection and fear what others think? This is where everything can change. And the awakened leader will, and I will state this, I'm not going to tell you any fibs, will scare the crap out of the average person, because this is going to be the big upgrade. So guys, on this online retreat, you may be thinking, well, Terry, I don't need to be, a politician or some great leader or some aspiring coach, trainer, teacher. However, what if I told you that you can have a successful life simply because you are living in your most richest, powerful place and state? So I discovered the only person who can lift the lid off the crab pot, and that's where I was kept down for so many years by my own self-doubt and all of the stories that came from my past, and the fact that I had no self-esteem. I'd been sacked from 8 jobs in a row, and really I became a person who compensated by overgiving, people pleasing, falling into that trap. But what I was doing also is I was keeping myself in the clay pot. And then I realized the only person who can lift that lid is me. And that's right, the only person who can change your life is you. So this is where you need to have bold, fierce, and determined courage. And this is going to allow you to rise, to stand out. And you can see that I've got my superheroes there with me, because everybody has a superhero. I aspired to the superheroes. I'm a person who loves to dazzle. I love to look good. My values are definitely in health and helping people to move forward. And these sort of superheroes are the kind of people that maybe not existed in our world, but everybody has a superhero within. So you have one life, you guys. And when you reach your oldest age, and I pray that you will live a very long, happy and healthy life. And when you do, if you could see that older version of you, and that older version of you could look back at you now, what would they say? What would that older version be saying? Because I know that we waste our years on all these sabotaging thoughts. And it's just a matter of time when, all of a sudden you recognize that you need to change. Now, I'm going to go through this really quick. These are the 4 days, and there's 8 days altogether on this retreat. So this is about clearing the stagnation and the energy from past soul ties. Now, for those of you who are in a private group, you will have heard an amazing meditation. Perhaps if you've heard it and you've had a great experience, you can drop that testimonial in the comments, just giving me, so that other people can really understand how powerful the subconscious mind is, and the meditation component is just an illuminating, relaxing, and just beautiful place for you to create magic. So whilst we created magic in a meditation of clearing relationships, forgiving past people who hurt us. And why do we do this? What is the purpose that we need to be clear? We need to rise. We need to be above all of those things that hurt us, because we need to cut the patterns and stop it there, so we no longer attract the same patterns. So we're going to go through the first 4 days alchemizing and rebuilding. So this is going to be where the fun takes place, because it's the rebuilding. You'll have the meditations, and the rebuilding is going to happen whether you're live with me or whether you're watching the mastery replay. That is okay, whatever choice that you make. And this is going to be rebuilding and replacing and renewing what you are clearing. So this is going to happen. And day 2, as we go through clearing the sabotaging patterns, and you know that we all have them, and even the masculine and feminine energy. So when we bring that masculine and feminine energy together, we have this dance, we have this beautiful, synchronized, amazing, wonderful experience. And for men and women the same. It's good to share and have both those energies in that perfect harmonious balance, because when you have both those energies in synchrony, you guys, you have that embodiment of the feminine, and you have that playfulness and presentness and fun and, you know, just beingness, and yet you have that power of the masculine. You have the power to be the awakened, strong leader. So we're going to be activating also your magic mantra around the miracle of money and wealth blueprint. Now, this is going to be around dissolving your low self-worth issues, where you've been dimming your light, where perhaps ancestors held on to poverty consciousness, and that kept the bank balance down. And even those like myself who have been on a little bit of a emotional roller coaster with finances, where you've had a lot of money and then you've lost a lot of money and you've had a lot of money, you know, I believe that that is just as equally as bad a problem as having a poor poverty mentality. So we're going to give you the mantras. We're going to give you the ability to speak those codes into every cell of your body. And of course, day 4, the superhero in you, this is where you're going to wake up your God-given purpose. This is where you're in a position, because you've cleared the slate, you've got rid of all of the shiz, and now it's time to build your ultimate power. So guys, are you hearing this all right? And if you can hear this, and if you want in, if you're feeling anything already, and I haven't even finished yet, just let me know what your response is as I keep moving. I might just have a little sip of water. Okay, now let's bring the physical health and energy and the transformation that you're going to have from the inside out, where Dr. Ian Messenger is going to take this specific class. Yes, this is cellular renewal of your body, clearing nervous tension and stress, and bringing that wonderful harmonic balance. Everybody loves this. Imagine that. Your cells of your body really have the potential to be cleared of any ailment, because really a cell renews in its youthful life. So the reason that people quite often have the same problems, the same pain, and the same emotions is because they have the same thoughts. And those thoughts are impacted through the cells of your body. Sculpturing. So this is where you are now building your empire, sculpturing your self-mastery. This is a powerful method of imprinting. It's one of my favorite pastimes in the work that I do. I love to imprint, because I've got a very glorious imagination, and I take you in this glorious journey of meditation as you have cleared the slate And we do it, we spend about an hour every day with you for 8 days. And an hour of power where on this day, on day 6, you're going to be integrating the way you look, the way you feel. Maybe some of the habits and the patterns that you had in your life that you know you need to change. Maybe the relationships, the money, all of those are going to be re-imprinted. So we're going to have lots and lots of fun doing that, creating it, and I'm going to help you to create that so that you can have as much fun as we will actually taking you through it. So now let's move on to the integration, because everything is about integration. So this is, again, Dr. Ian's baby. This is where you are going to now look at, because now that we have groomed you, now that you've let go of all of that stuff, it's like now you're going out into the world. You are the being powerful person in your environment. You know, you're going to, you know, obviously establish what your new behaviors are going to be. Like, what are your new behaviors going to be? And, you know, what are your capabilities? Because this is about clearing. Sure, guys, it is about clearing, and we do spend a bit of time doing that. However, it's more time allowing for us to rebuild you and recreate, like building a new empire. And so your capabilities need to match the person you want to become. Your value system and the way you live need to match that person. So who will you be, and what will you be doing, and how will your life be so much better? So your beliefs, you're going to be looking at your beliefs and looking at crystal clear, concise visions of what you want that match your beliefs. Because remember, guys, beliefs are not facts. They are only thoughts. So how are we all going? So let me know how you're feeling and how you're traveling, and if this is sounding good so far. So we're going to be taking you right across into your identity. And boy, yes, this is where I really came to know who I was. And when you come to know who you are, you will be able to stand in your truth. You'll be able to ditch that old people-pleasing trap of just saying what you think other people want to hear because you want to appease them. You know, there's no point suffocating yourself and staying small just to please other people when you're not going to please everyone anyway, because you've only got one life. So I want to ask, how do you want to live that life? Do you want to live it? Do you want to live so with optimum power, success, or do you want to keep on living, you know, perhaps the way you have been? And even if you've got a great life, and I know that I attract lots of people that are already very empowered leaders, well, you know what? It is your role to water your garden. It is your role to water and nurture and nourish your soul so you continue on that epic climb, so that you can continue to rise. So day 8 is our final day, and this is the re-imprinting, and this is the very exciting manifestation where you will meet with your higher self. Now, as you meet with your higher self, imagine, you know, having that conversation. Imagine seeing yourself in your glory. Imagine the relationships and all that you're going to feel. And I want you to begin to think about your intention. I want you to think about all the things that are possible for you, because when we commence this retreat, it's going to be all actions forward. And, you know, this is a commitment that we truly want you to honor your soul. So what will be so profound? This is really something that I find that happens with people that come into my space. They have this magnetic energy, this aura, because I guess you're attracting people that are really attracted to your light. So you're going to have this kind of like luminous light and your outstanding courage. Look, you may not be able to please everybody, especially the crabs that may be wanting to keep you safe down in that cray pot. However, when you rise, when you live the life of your dreams, you will never look back, you guys. So this is about the outstanding courage. And we're going to help you develop that courage to rise. And even if you already have risen as a leader, well, then you need to consider the next level that you would like to go. So what happens when you shift trapped energy? Well, let me tell you, most people that see me, even after 1 or 2 sessions, you know what they say? They comment that not only did their life change, but their children's life changed. The people that they're around, that they influence change, because it's got this ripple effect. It's energy. It's all collectively, you know, we're interlinked. And it's amazing just how energy is just so powerful. So this is where your life force will begin to flow. Don't you love the colors of these slides, you guys? I just love these colors. So now we're looking at, you know, your unstoppable confidence, the fact that you are going to ditch the fear, the inspiration of living according to your God-given purpose, your renewed vision. This is all of what you can expect over these days. The greater health and well-being, because when your mind is at ease, there is no dis-ease. So this is so important for you to be really true to yourself. This is about asserting your leadership. And this is about your life coming into its fullness and vitality. Okay, I wonder if we can now drop the link. So we have a link, and I'd like to say hello to people. I'm looking over on my third computer here. Hello, Shelley, Nicola, Claudia. I see you, Val. I see there's 11 people. I thank you for being on. We're going to drop in the comments. Let's see if I can do that right now. The link for you to actually invest in this online retreat. So what's going to happen? What are the outcomes because you've come into these modules? You're going to be lighter, brighter. You're going to have a sense of energy. And of course, the inspiration is going to flow. You're going to have an awakened spirit. And that is going to be where you know yourself. You know, you're going to know your God-given gift. You're going to have a sense of deep worthiness that really allows you to speak your truth. You're going to have the freedom to rise into your greatness, you guys. And, you know, this is something that I see within my clients. I see it with the coaches I train. I see opportunity. People will come into my high-end elite coaching and they'll say, Terry, I've never been so busy in my business. And it's a vibration. It's an aura. It is an innate power that allows you to stand out and attract this energy. So look, I've got many, many testimonials, and I wanted to put down some testimonials of people over the years that have spoken out about the work that I have done with them. And, you know, one of the most profound things that I hear is that women find their voice and men seem to flourish in their work, their salary, and their income. And now that I am doing this online digital next level work, it's time for all of us to stand in our power. So what value would you put on your own life? And I want to tell you that before you see the price here, I want to tell you that the price of this retreat is going to be under $100. Now, I want to explain to you that this is 8 modules of powerful modalities where you will have meditation, and it's life-changing. And I know that there are people on here now, and perhaps you can even put it down in the comments if you have experienced and you know this to be true. I would appreciate that so that you could help somebody else to understand what happens at this level. So because of our crisis going on in the world right now, Dr. Ian and I thought, what can we do to give people a taste of this, to give people the ability to be in their homes and revolutionize their life, to be able to see what they really can do with their lives and have that magic of living into it. And that is the reason that we have decided to gift this as a one-time only. This is a one-time, and you will have this for life. So this is a lifetime mastery for one payment in full of $97. So as you actually now see that, I'm going to ask you the question, what if magic didn't really happen? However, your mind was magical. And ta-da, just like that, suddenly I appear. So what if you could spend 8 days where you can go through this amazing life revolutionizing? Because, you know, it is really your time to step into your power. This is the best time because, you know, this is a time where people are feeling cooped up. People, even the best of us, in fact, I think some of the most empowering leaders are really suffering during this crisis because, you know, we're kind of like, you know, contained. Well, you know, really everything starts in the mind, you guys. And if you reframe this, there has never been a greater time in a person's life to renew, rebirth, reinvent, and perhaps share your magic and know exactly what you can share with the world. So my name's Terry Messenger. I invite you to click the link that I have dropped into the comments, and I invite you to actually go ahead, and once we reach a certain number, because we're going to hold space, we're going to hold energetic space for people that come into this vortex. I know what it's done for my life. I know being in my age and being in where I am, that not only has this, you know, the ability to have such a, you know, presidential mindset, not only is it fantastic to help you to know who you are, it's revolutionizing in your skin, in your body, in your relationships. It shows in your whole life. And you know what? You'll be able to just know who you are and be who you be. So I would challenge you to set your intention and really start thinking about who you want to be and what it is that you are going to do to revolutionize. If this is not for you, that's absolutely cool, because there may be something else that comes up, you know, further on down the track. Last but not least, the investment that you actually place here is applied and secured with any further programs. So for example, if you decide to go into my high-end program and become an elite coach, where, you know, some people have just got their own businesses, however, they understand the power of taking ownership and really creating magic in that elite coaching system, then any investment you make is applied to that. So we can't wait to serve you. If this is for you, I look forward to speaking to you soon. Also, the date for the launch. The date is going to be the 23rd of April, and that is 2020. So that's this time next week. So begin to dream big, begin to think about all the things that you'd love to accomplish, the rituals, the habits, and let's just take that time to retreat, to turn inward, and to totally pamper and nourish your soul. My name's Terry Messenger. Thank you for joining me, and much love. Mwah. Talk to you soon.